everyone, Nick O'Malley here from Mass Live, here with Andrew Callahan back at Patriots practice. A little less of a scorcher today and a little bit more eventful practice, I guess on both ends of the spectrum today.
Yeah, it was longer than yesterday's practice, a little less action-packed in terms of balance between offense and defense because the offense, again, got dominated by the defense, but a lot more self-infliction today. You're talking false starts, you're talking fumbled handoffs, even between Brady and Sony Michel, high snaps. Just things that are uncharacteristic to the Patriots. Of course, this is training camp. This is when the mistakes are supposed to be made. But just really ugly offense until we got to the end, where Brady completes his last 8 passes of 11 on 11s, including 2 that went to Jakobi Meyers, who up until that point was the only bright spot. Undrafted rookie, had a sensational practice, 2 of the best catches we've seen all summer. And he saw some first-team reps here today, too. So we always talk about the receivers. Maurice Harris has come up. Jakobi Meyers, he's forcing himself into that mix.
Yeah, it was funny because it went from the offense not really being able to do anything at all, running laps because of false starts, to just Brady and I think Hoyer just throwing some bombs out there. Jakobi Meyers had a touchdown catch. N'Keal Harry had a great diving catch going down the sideline. Yeah. He's been really up and down so far in camp, but we're really starting to see those flashes of brilliance from him. And the rookie starters are going to happen, but seeing those flashes of brilliance, I think that's showing some real upside for him.
Yeah, that was a big hope yesterday when the headline was, actually my headline, N'Keal Harry's 4 drops, and he balanced that out with a couple spectacular catches. Today, 0 drops, 2 good catches, but he's running mostly with the second-team offense, a few snaps with the first and both the third string. So it's a good bounce-back practice for N'Keal Harry, more than just the ability, which is in there somewhere. It's just the mental toughness to say, hey, I'm going to go out and have a good day today, no matter how bad yesterday was, and to be able to do that was a really positive sign. But, overall, one-on-ones were a little bit more competitive when you look up front, the offensive line. Nothing really new to report. Isaiah Wynn still staying out. Their left tackles have not been good. Dan Skipper was okay today. He's the guy who's been primarily filling in the first-team offense. His backup skippers, meaning Cedric Lang, who's filled in with the second team, dreadful today. Really poor from him, but we don't have to spend any more time because you probably just learned who Cedric Lang was.
Yep.
Shaq Mason, okay, and then just the tight ends, so-and-so. So the receivers get a lot of attention because it's a question mark, but also because there's not else a whole lot going on around them. So we keep looking at that.
Yeah, and we've seen this a couple times in past years where the Patriots do this thing where in the red zone they have the defense play offense and offense play defense. Yeah. Stephon Gilmore was your quarterback today.
Kind of a fun practice closing thing. Nothing significant, but yeah.
Yeah, there was a 3. I asked Devin McCourty about it after practice, and they do 3 plays, and if the defense scores 2 out of 3, they win the drill. They score on the first play, a quick little pop pass to Jonathan Jones, but then Stephon Gilmore, who played quarterback in high school, doesn't hit the fade route, and they don't score the third play either. So the offense playing defense did win this year.
Yeah, and it was a nice show that, again, today was the longest practice of training camp. It was physical. They've gone back-to-back days in pads, very intense, whether you're doing one-on-one drills with a lineman or literally bashing heads or one-on-one between the receivers and the cornerbacks, that they still mix it up, even when it's a bad day for the offense. And I think you need that levity now more than a week into training camp. So it was cool to see that. Obviously, nothing they're going to run there, but, it was a nice victory for the offense, really their only victory there. And I think you might even had some offense or defensive pass interference. Maurice Harris in coverage on Jonathan Jones, who continued to have a very good day, both playing defense, which is his job, and then offense, of course, towards the end of the day when it was a little bit lighter.
Yeah, there were some calls for a pass interference flag, but no official. Still, someone found some yellow things to toss in the air when that happened, which was actually impressive because that was pretty quick.
Yeah.
So tomorrow is the last day of practice before the Patriots have a day off, and then they're on the road to Detroit. So this is our last practice at Gillette for a little bit. What are you going to be looking for tomorrow?
I think you got to stick with that receiver group. If N'Keal Harry puts 2 bounce-back days, I think people are going to start to forget about those drops, and it's a good sign for him. And if Jakobi Meyers has anything close to the practice he had today, and mind you, this is not an isolated incident. He's had at least 1 or 2 solid, 2 spectacular catches every single day of practice. If he does that again, this is officially a trend, and now you're looking forward to seeing him against other competition in Detroit. So stick with the wideouts. Elsewhere, is Isaiah Wynn, at this stage, probably not going to take any team period snaps, but you're going to need that because otherwise things look really dire at that left tackle position without him. So it's kind of old storylines at this point, but they're real positions of need now, and you wonder if anything's going to be different when they play practice against the Lions.
Yeah, it's still early in training camp, but you can only say about that for so long. So if it's still, we're still saying it's early and Isaiah Wynn's not still practicing next week, it's starting to ramp up the red flag at left tackle there. But for now, we're still seeing the team come together, and tomorrow we'll have one more look before they head on the road. Anything else? else?
No, we just got a full practice wrap coming to you again. Yesterday's actually topped 1,900 words, so I'm not going to get that long here today, but we'll have everything you need to know: offense, defense, special teams, the best players, the worst players, the best plays, how they're lining up, what they're doing, who won certain pass rush drills, receiver versus cornerbacks. Everything is going to be on the site. So check for that in a couple hours. In the meantime, nice story about Jakobi Meyers I just put up on the site. Nice, that's me patting myself on the back. With advice from Randy Moss and how that played into his day today, as well as a pep talk with Maurice Harris before he hit the practice field. So that's up on the site now, and practice wrap will be coming soon.
All right, great. We'll see you tomorrow, folks, for one last practice before they head on the road. Until then, we'll see you then. See you later, actually.